Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lexi and this is my grandma. And today we are going to be making chicken soup as we talk about when my grandma was my age, which is when my grandma was 21, because her life looked really different than mine does right now. So we thought it'd be really interesting to talk about and tell you about the differences. Honestly, a lot of the things she's going to be telling me today are news to me, so you'll be hearing it right along with me. So without further ado, let's get right into this. I wanted to say, have had a very special relationship my entire life because I was actually born on her 52nd birthday.
Yes. So it's still young enough to enjoy my grandchild. Yep.
And we spent a lot of time over there.
Yep, lots of fun.
Always, and I still do, because now, like I've said in my other videos, I can literally see my house from here. So it is very convenient. I mean, even if she was further away, I'd probably still be here all the time.
Yep.
And I still have sleepovers, and I was here last night sleeping over.
And we did a lot of things together.
Oh yeah, and I honestly never thought about it until like I was just looking at my photo albums that I brought my grandma to every special person's day, and my other family members probably felt kind of bad about that. And but this is a picture of us at one of them that my grandma still had.
I think you were either in kindergarten or first grade.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And you were very cute.
So we've had a lot of fun over the years. So starting with when my grandma was 21.
It started long before I was 21. The same young boy that I went to high school with, we went together from junior year in high school. So instead of being married 52 years really, it's more like a long time more than that, like 55 if you count all those years.
Yeah.
And I went to a community college here. It wasn't my plan, but it's what it ended up. And I graduated with an associate's degree, got a job at a laboratory, and paid for him to finish 2 years of school. Well then, unbeknown, my daughter was born while I was still 21. Okay, so, and that was fun because I was young enough to enjoy it. But those things don't happen today, okay? No, because you go to college and
things are much different.
Because of time, I've already got most of the vegetables done. But Lexi's gonna do the final carrot.
So I'm gonna cut the final carrots. And my grandma showed me that for the long part, you have to leave it a little bit bigger because it's skinny, and then you cut them into smaller pieces. But what we were talking about is that my grandma learned how to make this recipe because she got married also at 21.
That's correct.
And she didn't really know how to cook. So what would it be, my great-grand?
Be your great-grandfather.
Yeah, so my great-grandfather, who I never met, taught her how to make this.
Over the telephone.
Which I don't know how.
Which was not easy because he spoke broken English.
And I don't know how you explain this big over the phone, but
he just said you do a titchy in his hand, or in your hand for the salt and pepper, and we got through it, and I've been making it ever since.
If I was on the phone and my grandma said a titchy, I'd be like, what do you mean a titchy? I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, well, now we're going to do the last onion. You want flavor in your soup, and oh, by the way, in the beginning, Lexi went out and picked the tomatoes from her garden so that we could use the food processor to puree them down.
Which I will show you right now. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that something? You got a lot of tomatoes coming up.
There we go.
Beautiful. Look at
from
that.
the garden.
Wash it off. When you start with chicken soup, it's really not that complicated. It's a lot of vegetables, including the tomato, which is already in there. You have onions, carrots, celery. Obviously salt and pepper to your liking. But you start with 4 chicken breasts in a big pot of water.
Bone-in chicken breasts.
Bone-in.
I did not realize that part.
And some chicken wings. Okay, because you're looking for some of the fat. But then as it boils, you take a spoon and you go over the top and it gets the grease off. So it ends up being a real healthy meal.
And we left the dog outside, so I'm going to grab her quick.
Well, this is a normal fiasco anyway. This is typical of our house. Well, I can go back to having my daughter.
All right, so
my husband was supposed to graduate that day from college.
So now remember, this is at 21, but the difference I think that made you do a lot of life earlier is like the drinking age was 18.
That's correct. Everything was sooner.
So they did everything like, I mean, that puts you 3 years earlier at like a lot of
Well,
things.
not even that. There was no social media. I mean, you know, things progressed quickly
And
because
college.
we communicated more.
College was different because it
Yeah.
wasn't like a thing. Because
That's
I
right.
know even my age, a lot of people are first generation, so it's crazy that you guys even went for 2 years.
Well,
Well, he
Grandpa
went
went
for
for 4 years. Yeah. And he had a degree in math, but he never got to go on the stage because we were taking my daughter Kristen, her mother, home from the hospital.
Which
But
is
that was just
so
normal.
crazy to me.
No,
I can't
that's-
imagine missing my graduation ceremony to
In
take
the
a child home.
60s, that was very typical.
So something honestly I didn't think about till now. So your friends that were your age, were they having kids? Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact,
So-
2 of my friends were in the hospital at the same time.
so it was like not just like you did something in life early. It was like everyone. was doing it.
Everyone, yeah, it was a thing.
So she had my mom at 21. My mom had me at 30. So she's 73 and I'm 21. So comment your and your grandma's age difference because I'm curious to see how many of you have grandparents that had your parents young, or like if your parents had you young. I'm just curious to see like
Sure,
if
because my daughter's 51.
yes.
So that's, you know, that's pretty good. 73, 51.
I know. So
we
we're pretty-
enjoy. You either have to take it on the front part of your life, your good time, it seems, or on the end.
And my dad always says that about working as well.
Yeah, you know, so
Should
I
we-
like my life very, very much. We should grab the meat because also...
Because now we get carried away,
Yes.
and then our soup's not gonna get made. So let us grab the meat, and then we'll go back.
Well, what the meat is going to make little meatballs because that's part of Italian wedding soup. And we'll show you how we do that. Oh, Lexi, you've got to go get the parsley out of the garden. And I'll give you scissors.
I have actually not done parsley yet. I've gotten basil out of the garden. I've gotten vegetables, but I have not gotten parsley. Here's the garden again. It's really crazy how much it's grown this summer. Especially if you've watched my Father's Day vlog. It's really grown so much. And I cut my vegetables off now because I was taught that that makes them grow more. If you know anything about, you know, taking care of your vegetables and like maximizing their growth, hit me up with them because I love to learn, or like tag like other channels or anything because that would really, really help me out. And I honestly probably should have asked how much of this I was supposed to be getting, but we didn't. So we're gonna bring enough in. Our matching outfits.
Okay. So now...
I'm lucky she agreed to this.
Huh? Okay, here goes some parsley. Fresh if you have it. And this is fresh from Lexi's garden.
Guys, this garden thing.
This garden really worked out, I tell you. But anyway, to get back to the golden years,
I should probably wash my hands after I picked up.
I just washed mine.
Well, I just picked up the dog.
And,
so I wanted to show. If you haven't seen Ollie's birthday vlog, which is my dog, Kobe kind of stole the show with his beautiful singing.
And this
Should we show
beautiful
him?
outfit.
Kobe! La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
That's what he does. And that's a good girl washing your hands. Some cheese.
My favorite part.
I don't know
Parmesan?
how much to tell you. This is Romano cheese because your mother doesn't like Parmesan.
Yeah, sure.
How my grandfather explained this to me, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So just put some cheese, then put some breadcrumbs, and 1 pound, 2 eggs. Take the shell out.
So if you do 2
If
pounds,
you miss,
4 eggs.
that's right. And then you get the pleasure of mixing it all together. So I take my rings off.
Not near the sink.
Not near the sink, because if you know me, you know they go down the disposal. Right, Lex?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now normally I don't touch the raw meat, but today, for your pleasure, I am going to.
Then it's a feel. I'll show you.
So here's the next question.
And pepper and salt.
So what do you think would happen if I tried to live my life the way you did at Charlie
It
Bowen?
wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I don't know how to explain it. You guys are all into the social media and everything, which keeps you occupied. And we were more into, let's have kids play groups, you know, and invite people over. Because there was really,
that's
other than
actually
that,
a good
television.
question. So did you have your own house at 21?
No, we were, for 6, oh, that's another story.
Okay, let's hear it, because I honestly don't, I really don't know the answer to this question.
No,
this is not like a show.
We
this is like
leased
real.
an apartment. It was beautiful. I was there for, till we had Kristen, which is my daughter, which is June. And my father didn't like the fact that we didn't have a house. So the next thing I know, we're buying a house, which he was very close with a banker and got it for a very good price. Okay, so then they had all hardwood floors, which today people love hardwood floors. And this, don't ask me how it came out perfect. Okay, because what it is, you want it to squish. Okay, and if it didn't squish,
now she's talking about the meat, not
okay.
the house.
But I'll go back to the house in a minute. Okay, you want to be able to form little balls like this.
Where are we putting them? On the cutting board?
Right here. So they'll make about 50 little meatballs. Then you boil them for about 2 minutes.
And they're delicious little meatballs.
When the soup is all done, completely done, you put it in the soup.
So back to this house apartment situation.
Yes, so anyway, now we're in the house. All beautiful hardwood floors. No, I might slip with the baby. Next thing I know, I go out for an afternoon, I come back, and the house is all carpeted.
The whole house?
The whole house. Except for the kitchen. That was my father. He was 1 in a million.
Oh my gosh.
And he just wanted things the way he would sleep at night. He didn't want me to slip and fall.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, he was quite the guy. And they lived near us, just like we live near you.
Did you pay for the house?
Yeah, I paid for the house. We paid for the house, but we got one heck of a
So
buy.
you would have started, okay, so here's the other thing. Without going to college, you started working earlier. So you would have started working
I worked for the 2 years that Grandpa finished college.
In the spirit of college, I've been talking about a lot of things.
Right.
So one thing that I've been saying to my parents that they don't understand is, I know when they were in college, if they had class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they only had assignments due on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because you weren't turning anything in digitally.
Correct.
So like if I could have an assignment due on Tuesday night for my Monday class. So I guess my question is, what do you see differently in like my college experience to yours, like along those lines? Like, do you think we have more work because of that, or less work because we can look more stuff up, or like, you know what I mean?
I think you're very advantaged, because for me to look up what you had to look up at your fingertips, I had to go to a library to do it. And I think that took a lot more time.
Definitely.
Especially, I pursued a science degree, which, as you know, is far more difficult than most degrees. So things are very different. Your life is a lot more fast-paced because of the different things you can do. And you can study, yes, it's more demanding in many ways. I think your curriculum.
I think my hardest thing in college, I guess I didn't really say during any of my college videos, is just keeping track of things. And I think that's the one thing that we have harder, because everything can be done a lot easier and we have a lot of access. So, I mean, there's just so many ways you can pick to have your books, and you can pick to have...
Well, this is true, but think of this, though, Lex.
Your papers.
Well, I'll give you an example. Lab tests, because that's what I know. When you go to have blood work, there are, I can't even name how many tests today. 5,000, maybe more. When I was a tech, there could have been maybe 80 tests, and that's all you could have because of the advances in science.
Yeah.
So, and the advances in machinery, and technology just, exploded. Look at cars.
So, I think my grandma's definitely more in tune with like what goes on, just because we probably tell her too much information about things. And just try to teach her everything just so we can communicate with her and she can see everything that we do and like our pictures and whatnot. But do you think you could live without your cell phone?
No, not anymore, but I keep losing my passwords, so I have to call Lexi to ask her.
Oh, we do have an issue with that. There's an app that you can keep all your passwords in. We have to remember the password to the app. so she can't even use that app.
Well, no, because I'm lazy, because
But I did explain that app in one of my college videos. So if you have a problem with that and you can remember just one password.
This is true.
But we do have,
but I'm lazy.
Down now.
I'm lazy, so she can do it for me.
She's actually the least lazy person ever.
And when she's at college, we talk, right?
We do, and it's just funny because I don't know if anyone else's grandparents have Snapchat.
I like to look, but I don't put anything in.
Yeah, I'll just be like, Grandma, check your Snapchat, check my story, go look at it. And she's pretty good, so if anyone else's grandmas do Snapchat, let us know, because I just think it's so funny that they can do it. But we purposely teach them how to do it because
or else I wouldn't know.
Miss a lot.
You do. But anyway, we're almost through the little meatballs.
I know, we've been talking so much while we did this, so I didn't realize.
Almost done, and we can show your friends there. And that's the other thing. We didn't have any means of expanding friendships across the world.
Yeah, that is something that's crazy.
You know, you had to have a friend or you were out of luck.
Also, comment where you're from, because we are in New York. But my grandma just thinks it's crazy how people come across YouTube videos all across the world. So if you're seeing this in another country, or even
please let us know.
Even if you're down the road,
I'd get a kick out of it.
It just we love to see that stuff.
Look at this.
And here is the meatball.
Oh baby, good job, Lex Queen.
And they're going in or no?
No, you have to have your soup.
My hands are
Go ahead, mine too. Has to be totally cooked. Which, by the way, don't rush it. You can cook soup for 2 hours if you want to on low.
Also, my grandma's going to give me the recipe, so
yes.
I will put that on my website, and I will make the little tab called Grandma's Recipes.
There you go.
So you guys can go to the download section on my website and get that there if you are interested in that. And if you guys like us doing these, we'll try to do more, but it'll probably not be till Christmas time.
You know, or Thanksgiving time.
Actually, yeah, it'll be like Thanksgiving time this year because of the change in schedule.
Oh. Get back to the chicken soup. The hardest part of the chicken soup, and the only hardest part of the chicken soup, some people might say slicing the carrots or peeling the carrots. That's really not hard. But you have to take the chicken out, the boned chicken out of the chicken soup. Discard the bones, obviously, because you don't want to choke, and the skin, and make little pieces out of the chicken. Then put it back in the soup.
Yeah, so this is more of a process than we're showing.
You're making, yeah,
because this is like a few days long process.
That's not a few days, but it's a day.
Yeah, it's a day, so we might, as she does it, I might just get footage of that to add into this video, but if not, I will put full instructions with the recipe.
Yeah, I already got it.
Yeah, so we'll do that because it is a process.
But once you make it, you can eat it all week because you're going to make a big pan, because it's a pain in the neck to make.
That's the pan right there.
Yeah, big one.
Well, I think that sums up everything.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Can I say hello to somebody in the video?
Yeah.
I want to say hello to my sister Joanne. Hi, Jo.
Hi, Jo. She is one of my biggest fans.
There you go. She watches every video.
She does. Thank you all for watching this. And if you made it this far, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and show your love, because we loved having you here with us. And I hope you enjoyed learning about when my grandma was 21 and everything that she did and how different life was, because I honestly could not have been doing the things that she did at the point of life I'm at right now.
No.
So I thought that was very interesting. I hope you guys did too, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.
Nice meeting you.